What about personal responsibility when it comes to choosing ultra-processed foods and how that impacts our health? I appreciate where you're coming from with this question. I want to share my perspective, which I think might help you understand why I am being intentional to not shame people for choosing ultra-processed foods in all of the content I've created about this new study. I've lost 150 pounds, and it was not a straight line. The first time I lost 100 pounds, I gained it all back with interest. The second time I was more successful at maintaining, but my weight did creep up. And look, time will tell for me if third time's the charm. Now, I very rarely talk about my weight loss because I don't want to use it as a credential. I find the science behind health at any and every size to be extremely compelling, and it aligns with my personal experience. I have experienced great health and poor health at a larger size, and great health and poor health at a smaller size. So my content is about lifelong eating patterns that support health, independent of weight. The reason why I'm talking about my weight loss in this video is because it gives you the context that I have experienced extensive weight discrimination and weight stigma, and have been on the receiving end of that personal responsibility conversation, which is not a very veiled code for fat shaming. And look, I don't want to go through the many different factors that contributed to my weight fluctuations, but I want to assure you that lack of personal responsibility was never behind my weight going up, and taking personal responsibility was never behind my weight going down, or how my health has fluctuated in not a very correlative way over that same period of time. I think the better term to use here is agency, because we can give people agency, and as individuals, we can take agency. And having agency over our health-related behaviors can still respect that our health is determined by so much more than diet and lifestyle, which only account for 40 to 50% of health outcomes. And it can respect different economic circumstances, life circumstances, biological circumstances that are contributing to the health equation. I think your point with this question is that you want people to try to eat a higher quality diet. And I agree, that's what my content is all about. But I try to create my educational resources on what a healthy diet looks like, both outside of any specific dietary structure, but also outside of judgment and shame and guilt about food choices. I want to respect where people are at and give them agency to make those small diet changes that can add up to big health improvements over the long term.